Hey all my viewers and subscribers, I know I look like crap, but I just want you guys to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and give this a video a thumbs up. It would be really appreciative because every like and subscriber does help me reach closer to my goal of becoming a YouTuber. And I just want to talk to you guys about the Auraria Lofts for if you are ever planning to come out here to Denver or you're going to be going to college in the next year or so, and you decide to go to CU Denver, CCD, which also means Community College of Denver or Metro State University of Denver, and the one of those three colleges, if you decide to do student housing, is Auraria Student Lofts. The rent is average, like you can get at approximately around up at Greeley, but I moved there in around the beginning of the school year for 2018 to 2019 for MSU Denver, and since my co-signer was a family member whose credit was shitty, I was able to pay 2 months worth of rent, and I had to come up with another $8,400. I've asked everybody that I knew for help and stuff. They all turned me down because they didn't have the money or they wanted me to be able to fund it for myself. And I had started originally this GoFundMe before I canceled it out about getting that kind of assistance, and I ended up being homeless for 3 weeks because of it. Before I found my current place up in Aurora that I'm struggling to keep right now because my mom is not helping with the rent right now for her BS reasons. And I just want to say the Auraria Student Lofts honestly sucks because of how they are so picky on helping people with like payment plans and everything. Because like they're so picky on who they want to help and stuff because they'd rather pick the people that are in the higher up middle class, the high class people that have like boatloads of money because they honestly prefer those kind of people. And that's kind of honestly discriminatory because I was coming from the lower class trying to improve my situation for college and everything. And don't get me wrong, my roommates were awesome and some of the people in the office were okay, and I'm friends with one of them, so like I can't say anything bad about the people in the office, but the two actual managers honestly suck because it's hard to get in touch with them after a while, and I know I can get like the 850 back from them due to being so long, but I just want to honestly say like they don't can't do the like thing right because I had signed approximately a 12 months lease with them almost, but they just refused to work with me because my last name was my dad's last name before he had passed away, almost about 4 years ago and stuff. My dad was trying to move in there. He could afford it. He had a good co-signer, which they require, and you can't co-sign for yourself. But the only thing that my dad was dealing with was his credit score due to past and everything, which I know, which I'm not gonna state because my dad is dead. And I guess they figured I was his daughter and they were trying to screw me over, and they screwed at least another 12 other people due to it, but a lot of us got out of that situation by being homeless and actually finding places that are more willing to work with us. And that the Auraria Student Lofts isn't meant for me or other people that plan to go to college. I would honestly say go either to the Regency or another off for student housing or off campus, like up in Aurora or somewhere where it's like reasonable for your price range, because at least you know when you sign that 12-month lease, at least you do get an actual chance. Because one individual, I'm not going to say her name because of privacy, and she had honestly consented to keeping her privacy and telling her story to me. She was in the same boat as I was, having to pay $8,400. And her family helped her out, though, by giving her an $8,000 check plus whatever additional $400, and she had given that to them, and they had cashed it, and it showed up on her parents' bank statement. But then the Auraria Student Lofts management had told her, "Oh, you still owe us $8,000." So she had a family member who was a Denver police officer get a loan from someone, and she was paying that off. He had given her a check, and had given it to them, it showed up on that person's bank statement as well, and she had to go through the whole court system, and the student lofts had told her, like, hey, you still owe us this money, blah, blah, blah. Well, she had both the people that loaned her that money come here with their bank statement saying, yes, they did clear for that $8,000, and they're like, oh, we just prefer credit card payments. A lot of leasing managements that I had lived with growing up from the 6th grade all the way until my up to my sophomore year of high school, along with the last part of my senior year to now, do accept check forms. Some do online payments, but I don't prefer that due to I just don't want my information to get hacked. And they had enough paper trail, and she had to take them to court. I don't know if she won or not. I haven't talked to her since then because it was a very sensitive case, and it was still ongoing the time which I was talking to her. That they had enough evidence, like paper trail, saying yes, we did pay you in total $16,000. And excuse me, and like it was so, like for me that's like, for me being a pre-law student, that is embezzlement and everything. Embezzlement for sure, fraud, and the Auraria Student Lofts doing this does make them look extremely bad because they just all care about money. Like, I get it, some of the capitalist capitalist country, due to how it was set up, and around probably when the Revolutionary War, where we kicked out British monarchy and stuff. But honestly, if they already paid you and they did have the money trail, I would honestly just knock it off. But they just care about money, and for me personally, I would honestly wish they didn't screw me over and the 12 other people, including this woman, because they are making themselves look bad, and about 13 of us, if you include me, can literally tell all of our friends who are planning to go to college or relatives not to lease from there due to how, like, they want to embezzle money, extort money from people, like poor college students who don't make a lot and are trying to get through college, and like it's really honestly hard to find a place within reasonable distance from the Auraria campus and paying all of our bills and stuff, because in the end they literally are making themselves look bad. Like, they put me homeless for 3 weeks, and when I worked at McDonald's on 45th in Washington, and I was carrying my suitcase for that 3 weeks, they started bitching at me, and I had to take one particular day off so I can move into where I live currently up in Aurora. And they make themselves look bad. They make their apartment complexes and properties look bad, just because all apartment complexes and properties I've lived at, they give you a month, 6 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months more. It's more of the 12 month or 12 to 13 month lease, so like they can still get their money and everything. But for me personally, the Auraria Student Lofts should have not done what they did, because they can literally get so many lawsuits from college students' parents because of being jackasses and stuff. And it's really ridiculous, and I just hope you guys don't do the same mistake I did. I was feeling like I was being rushed and pressured into doing that. I should have done more research when I was free from Ames Community College last year to when my lease ended up in Greeley, because then I've asked for help from my aunt and uncle so I can at least get a place and not be in the situation I am now. And just make sure to do your research right now before school starts in August, because at least you're going to get a better opportunity to find the right place that suits you. You can actually have time to get a roommate and not be in my situation where your bank account keeps going in the negatives just because of jobs and everything and getting screwed in so many ways. I hope this does help you out. And if you have any more other questions to ask me about this, just comment below and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and have a good day.